Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about what are lists in Python. So in object-oriented programming language there is a concept of data structures. Whenever we want to store different types of data in using programming language, we need data structures. So each language provide different kind of data structures. In Python we have some of these data structures which are very commonly used. Okay, we have lists, we have tuples, we have sets, we have dictionaries. Okay, so in this video I'm going to explain about what are lists, what are some of its properties, how we can create lists, and what are some of the methods related to lists. Okay, so to create a list we use square brackets. Okay, list also have indexes starting from 0 like strings have indexes. Okay, and in list we can store different type of elements. For example, if I want to store some data related to students, now student can have name, email ID, GPA, age. So if I see name and email can be a string, GPA can be a float value, age can be a number. So if I want to store all of them into a one structure, I need data structure. Okay, and these data structure have their own properties based on which fits our needs we use. So for example, if I have to create a list, if I just use these square brackets, it has no elements, so we can create a blank list. Another way to create a blank list is using a special function called list. This function is used to create list, or if I want to convert something to a list, I can use this function. For example, if I want to create, if this is a string, if I want to convert it to a list, I will use a list function. This will convert each of the character into one of the elements of the list. So if I run this, I have this blank list, I have this blank list, and now this string is converted to a list. Now list elements are separated by commas. So this list has 3 elements. If I start their index, it will be 0, 1, 2. Okay, because indexing starts from 0. So this is how we can create a simple list. Now let's take a list here. I have this demo list. I have 4 elements here. This is a number, this is a float, this is a string, and this is again a number. So this list has 4 elements. Okay, if I'm printing, I'm getting this value. Now if I want to print the first element, I can call it a 0 index. Okay, if I want to print the last element, I can use negative indexes, or since I know this list has 4 elements, so the last index will be 3. Okay, now if you want to check the length of the list, we can use a len function like we use for string. So len function works same with strings and same for list. So if I want to know how many elements are in the list, I can use a len function. This will give me the length of the list. Okay, so these are some of the very basic concepts related to list. Now if you want to change the element of a list, okay, let's suppose I have this list, I am printing it before changing. Now how I can change the elements? I am saying take the first element 0 index, right now it's 10, make it to 20. Then take the third element which is car, change it to 100, and then print the list. This is printing before changing. This is, so if I run this, this is my initial list, this is after changing. Okay, when we were trying to change one character of a string, it was not allowed. So now we can see the difference. If I want to change one character of a string, it's not allowed. If I want to change one element of a list, it's allowed in Python. Okay, now let's see one more thing. I will print the ID of this list. I will use ID function, and I will print the ID of this list before changing and after changing. This is I'm printing before changing. Okay, and after changing. This should be here, so that we can see the difference. I'm printing the ID before it changes, then after it changes. Here is the change is happening. So if I print IDs before and after this, I should be able to see the difference if IDs are same or not. So if I run this, now if you see this ID is same as this ID. When we did the same for string, we found a different ID. But in the list, in the case of list, it's same. That's why we call lists are mutable. That means they are changeable. If you ever change any element of a list, the same list is updated. Whereas in case of strings, if you try to change any character of the string, it's not allowed. If you change the full string, whole string, if you change it, okay, then a new string is created and old one is destroyed. That's why we call strings are immutable, whereas lists are mutable. Okay, so this is a one big difference, which basically means if you want to store something that gets changed in few days or some few things can get changed, then we use list because it doesn't change the means object ID remains the same. System will not feel the change because we are updating the same object. So for anything where you want to store things that needs to be changed, for example, user may update its username and password. Okay, user can change its password many times. Okay, so I can use a data structure to store username and password. I can use lists. Okay, for example, if you don't want anything to change, for example, date of birth, maybe you can store it in a string or something else. These are a very basic example where these kind of objects are most suited. Okay, so wherever we want more flexibility in changing, we use list. So I will stop here for this video. Thank you for watching.